What's that one?
I guess you fingered on the park.
Yeah.
It was no good to me.
Well, it depends which one you want fingering. It smells dead funny.
Have you ever had... what do you call it? A fucking finger bum wank? What do you call it?
Real man's wank.
Finger bump wank.
What do you call it? No, there's a name for it.
That involves another person, that, mate.
No, but I've got friends that fucking have
Funky
admitted
bum
to doing it. Regular. And I'm like, I never tried it, and now I'm too big to even try it.
Yeah, missus do it.
Yeah, I've never done it myself. Mate, 30 years old, I'd never changed a nappy in my life, and I'll be honest, I was quite almost anti-baby.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was made out to be a dad. And we had Layla, and I remember the fucking. She's about 2 weeks old, and I was trying to change a nappy, and I'm taking my time because this baby's like delicate, and I don't know how much of pressure. I remember being scared to hold her because I didn't know how to hold her. You know, like no one showed me. Anyway, I changed the nappy, and I remember Kim saying to me, "Oh, you're gonna have to hurry up. She's gonna shit on you." I was like, "No, just fucking lead me to it." You know, like. And while we're having this discussion, I got fucking covered.
Face.
Everything.
Oh,
Shit
no.
everywhere.
No
it
way.
just went over me. It was like.
It
crosses my mind. Do you not think when it stops? I know it's shit. I know you're wiping shit.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll miss it?
I would love to have another kid, mate.
No. I love the fact that they need
daughter.
me.
Yeah.
I like that. I feel relevant. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you think, obviously having boys and girls, I feel like I had a little sister, which my dad had when I was an adult, and I feel like you get more back from a girl.
Yeah, they're more loving.
Like like the boy just fucking throws the card at my head and it bounces off.
Yeah.
He gives me a cuddle, tells me he loves me and that. But I think with a girl,
Yeah.
they want to sit on you, watch it. I feel like you're getting more back from a girl. So I always wanted a girl, and I think looking at like me growing up and my brother and my sisters, when you get to that age of your kids they've gone, they've left, they're old now. I think the lads just go off and they just want to fuck the birds and do this and do that, and they're not really that arsed. But I think the girls, they're more involved, aren't they? Do you get what I mean? So I always thought if I have a daughter, she'll always come and see me, and she'll be. So I always wanted a daughter. But I heard something, mate, and you probably won't believe this, but it's supposed to be the truth, right? Men with big dicks are more likely to have a boy, and men with smaller ones are more likely to have a girl. And the reasoning behind it, apparently, is jizzes, the male jizzes are fast swimmers, are the fastest swimmers, yeah? And the female jizzes, they swim a lot slower, but they live longer, right? So, this is supposed to be the theory, but if you ejaculate at the back, when you're firing it in at the top, the male is going to get there before the female.
Oh, the fuck did we end up talking about this?
Listen,
I have heard that though.
this is true. This is true. The male one will get there before the female.
Right.
But if the male doesn't get there, the female will live for longer, and that'll eventually will get there. And
What
that's how
about men that have got boys and girls though?
Well, obviously,
Then you're
the male sperm didn't
Hybrid.
find it, didn't make it, yeah, and the female one eventually did. But on the average, they say it's
It's a cycle as well, though.
Can I tell you something I got told?
I've got two boys. That's what I'm
I
saying.
actually got
I know what
told.
you're trying
That's
to say
what I'm
from
fucking
there.
saying.
I got told it this not long ago actually. Why the theory of why a black man has a big dick and like a Chinese man has a small dick, and it's all to do with like.
Wait,
You're laughing.
Stop looking at me.
So I got told that because most black women are fat, that evolution has forced them to have a bigger dick because they won't get it in.
Yeah, maybe.
Chinese women don't have a bum, so they don't need one.
much.
Have
So
you seen black women's
so they don't need
bums?
as much.
Have you seen black women's bums?
And I got told it, and I thought it actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It does make a lot
Yeah,
of
of
sense.
course it does. Yeah, I get that. I know a girl that is she was dating a guy from Ghana, and she said, like, black guys are supposed to be well endowed. She said she expected at least fucking 8-9 inches. got his dick out, said it's like that hard. Like that hard.
When I was
So,
in the army,
on the average, maybe they are bigger, but obviously there's exceptions.
yeah. I only seen one big black dick in the army, and I've seen a lot of dick. You know what I mean? And there's a guy called fucking, what's he got, Sonny, and literally that cunt got in the shower, you got fucking out, because that cunt had fucking
I'm
three
not
legs.
used to a bloke saying I've seen a lot of dick.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of dick in Afghan. A lot of fucking dick.
I've tattooed a couple of rugby players who play for
A
Warrington.
couple of dicks, yeah.
And one guy who tattooed, I won't say his name, they're actually going to be coming on the podcast. But this one guy said, I was tattooing him, he told me this story. He said, yeah, we went to France, we was playing in France. He said, this one player, he said, we got in the shower, he said, his dick, black lad, he said, it came out before it went down. He said, like a fucking policeman's truncheon. He said it fucking came out more than his fucking whole dick, than his size of his dick. And he said, and it was fucking, and he said, anyway, so this night, he said, we went out in France, he said, he ended up banging this French bird. He said, and he was in the room next door, he went, she didn't make a fucking peep. He said, she didn't make a fucking peep. He said it like, it came out about 8 inches, then it dropped down about fucking 12. He said it was huge. I think, listen, the way my I best not mention my missus, she won't like it. She's got a bruised cervix, she says at the minute, but when you're banging your missus, you can only go so far till you're in the, let's call it the roof. You know what I mean? And then after that, the rest of it's pointless. You know what I mean?
So really, it's probably not as enjoyable for him because
No.
he's not getting the full touch.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's not getting it at all. You know what I mean? He's not boom all the way.
What's your opinion, Rebecca?
I had a friend.
So let's just while we're on the subject, Rebecca.
I've got a friend.
I know that you have seen both white and black.
Let me just move this microphone a bit closer to you.
Yeah.
I'm brown. I'm brown.
I am not racist.
No, but is there a difference? Do you think?
100%.
100%.
100%.
So have you heard that saying? Once you go black, break your fucking back, or whatever it's called.
No, you don't go
She's-
back.
No, break your fucking pelvis.
You can't go back because you're fucking like that.
Do you prefer massive or just big or what's your?
I like a decent size, but black men are built different. 100% built different. They go longer as well than white men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's all camera
Oh, no.
tricks, because when you see a guy going doing a bodybuilding competition, what do? They black up, don't they? They bronze up because you're going to see more shadows, everything's more defined. I think if you've got a black dick, it just looks fucking big and mean.
I might try that.
You know what I mean?
What tan you dig? I've got some fake tan in my bag, I'll give you a dollar.
They say if you lose so much weight, you get more dick showing, don't you? If you've got a big fat pouch.
So I look at my dick now and I think it just looks the right size for my body. But it used to look fucking massive when I was 12 stone. I've put 7 stone on it. It suits me now. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen the size of my legs?
Yours must look tiny.
Yeah.
yours must look.
Do you know, I'll be honest, right? And you can laugh because it's funny. We're here to laugh. I've had a complex for mine a long time because I see what I see with it next to my legs. But then my missus tells me otherwise. You know, every previous missus.
Of course, they're going to tell you that. They don't know your feelings, do they?
No, but it is. It's a big thing. I've got fucking 34-inch quads. You know, it's if you put when we sound about us sitting next to each other. If you put me next to someone who's fucking tiny, I look bigger. Yeah. So it's just the perception's different.
Definitely.
Yeah, you know what to do though, black it up.
100%.
Black it up.
But you get that tape measure out, it doesn't matter how big you are, how skinny you are, the length's still the same, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
I've never measured.
But I'll tell you what.
Why tape?
She could take 8. she won't let you say that, but then she moans about it. Do you know what I mean? Depending on the time, sometimes I like to be rough, sometimes I'm quite soft, you won't believe it, but I like to be romantic and all that, but I do love to choke a bit, do you know what I mean? She is going to fucking get it, and yeah, at the end of the day, I enjoy seeing it hurt her, do you get what I mean? If you're banging your missus and she looks like in pain, yeah, fucking hard me, you know what I mean?
Alpha, innit? It's an alpha thing, yeah.
One thing about my dick is it's fatter than fuck, it's like a can of Coke. Yeah? It's not dead long, but it's fat, and they used to say, I remember saying, short and thick does the trick, long and thin touch the chin. Mine's like medium, but fat.
How big are your balls?
Average. When I get an hard-on,
Here we go.
when I
talk about
mention
it.
balls.
listen, one of my questions that I've got written down is actually that. So I may as well ask it out. But when I get an hard-on, my balls are fucking non-existent. They're gone. Do you know what I mean? It's just all dick. Like my dick's pinching all the skin. You know what I mean?
Really?
I used to think balls are like boobs for girls when I was younger. I thought girls like boobs. No, balls. Yeah, they don't.
Not at all.
But now I'm happy with going to stuff. I'm like, oh, balls don't
You
fuck off.
couldn't suck me off and like fucking cut my balls out. Do you know what I mean? It's not gonna happen. They're just like the bear. You can just see my two balls. There's no. I ain't got no sack when I've got an hard
nothing
on.
sexy about balls.
Do you know what I
at
mean?
all to women.
I tell you what, I've not got no more neither. Fucking shooting power. Having
love a
said
ball
that,
rub.
What?
having said that,
I said I love a ball rub.
having said that, not. What was I saying then? Anyway, it was
Shooting power.
yeah, it's gone. Like it used to. I remember once, right? I was on the bed at home when I was young. Fucking did that, and he went like that, and it landed on my lip. Now, just fucking runs down my knuckles and ends up a mess in my small balls. You know what I mean? Like that is yours. Anyone else, lads? Is the
Right,
shooting power gone
are you
down?
ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I think it's my superpower.
Yeah.
I come for about, I would say over 20, 30 seconds. It's like a
Fuck off,
fucking hose pipe.
Honestly,
My missus is like, what the
that
fuck
must
is
feel
wrong with
fucking.
you?
That must feel fucking great.
That's why I like taking.
I can't move.
Your missus must look like a fucking.
I
melted
can't
candle.
move for 20 minutes after I've jizzed.
Fucking, I bet you. Do you look like that?
Yeah, I probably quite light afterwards.
Yeah. No, me.
See,
It's,
But I've always thought it's the
140
gear. You know, like I'm like, oh, it must be. You know, it's the gear. And then I talk to other people. They're like, no. What do you think to talk about? Here's the
This
thing.
is the stuff people want to see.
Right. You can probably end up fucking editing this out.
no, this is staying in. All the rest shit you're talking about before. Come on.
So how much pre-cum is there?
Just a bit dribbling.
I have more pre-cum than I do cum.
Honestly.
Black
Yeah.
men have a lot of
Is your-
pre-cum.
Yeah, but mate, what are you taking though? You're
If-
actually,
I only run testosterone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do.
I had that problem when I ran Tren and Decker together, and literally, it looked. At first, I thought I had a dose. I was like, "What the fuck?" I just have like jizz in my pants. It literally, my thingy overreacted, and then there's like all stain in my boxers. And I was like, "Nope."
If I've got my head down there and down there doing the business for my missus, I'll do that till she's finished, and then I look down at the bed and there's a fucking puddle, like where mine's just been
Yeah, honestly,
like dripping.
it's not something I speak about because it's not you get talk about it.
No.
But while we're on topic, it's fucking wild.
Madness. I wish mine was because like it's
I don't
intense.
have pre-cum.
When I jizz, it's intense, but it only lasts about. It's less. I'd say 10 seconds at most.
But I
10
like
seconds
you're
at
a
most.
Pro
I'm
Viron.
exhausted afterwards.
Pro Viron extends it a little bit. That's why I like it.
Get me some of that then.
Yeah.
Get me some of
But
that.
it takes longer to
But the
finish.
shooting power, I mean, to be honest, I don't often. Do you know back in the day when like,
I could hit that fucking camera from here.
well, maybe I might be able
Show
to
us.
sometime.
Right.
That's part two. But yeah, listen, maybe it I don't know. It's not often that I'm not young anymore. We don't do fucking 20 positions and we come on the tits and face. It's like the same 3 positions, the same finishing move. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what happens. And I've been with my missus for 23 years now. Do you know what I mean?
Mate,
We have to get drunk and then it's fucking mental, isn't it?
massive respect.
Mental. Anyway, finish talking about dicks because
Talk about boobs now. That's all funny.
I'm a boob man. People say you're an arse man or a boob man. I'm both.
Yeah.
I'm both. Let's fire through these questions. So, honestly, talking about Eddie before,
Yeah.
I've got a question. 2018, I think it was, Britain's Strongest Man. You were second. Eddie won. I think he was about 6 or 7 points between you. Teddy was joint third, I think, with Bishop. But he was in good company. Both the Stoltons was there. I think Lawrence was there. Kearney was there. So, Felix as well. Do you remember that?
Do you remember I said to you earlier, I'm really unlucky? Do you know what, like 5 days before 2018, Britain's Strongest Man, I got fucking food poisoning.
Did you?
And I actually came in about 8 kilos lighter.
Well, you wouldn't have thought it. Because, 8 kilos lighter might have helped you. Do you know why?
It did.
Because do you know what I think? What I think you're best at, and I think you're very underrated. You talk about overhead pressing, that was obvious. Now all of a sudden it's gone on to deadlift. I think you're like quickness, loading race, medley. I think you're fucking mustard. I always expected you when you were doing a loading race to win. Always.
Used to be, yeah.
Super yoke. Yeah?
Yeah.
You're fast, you're strong.
Well, that day, actually, that day, the video is on YouTube,
Yeah.
and it doesn't paint any very good picture. But we did the yoke, and like we do, when you finished, I went over to shake his hand,
I'm about to ask you that, so let me ask
and
you.
he just
Turned his back.
fucking turned his back on me.
So,
and I was like, whoa.
I mean, the year after, you go back and you win it, and I remember he put something on his social media saying "well done to you," but it was like an underhanded, like, "well done." I'm not. He'd won it 5 years consecutively.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And he retired then.
I remember when he got asked who he thought would win. I wasn't in his prediction.
No. But whose prediction was you in at that point? You was in mine, but the reason you was in mine is because we was very good friends, and I was like biased a little bit. I'm telling all my friends, I'm telling everyone.
Bish was
wait
favourite.
to see.
Bish was favourite.
I think he was joint third with Teddy. I can't remember how it worked out. But Teddy ended up getting on the podium and not Bishop. They didn't have them both on, like. So I don't know what happened there.
Stones. It always comes down to Stones.
Count. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
But yeah, 2018. There was just things happened throughout the show, and again.
72 points you was, sorry.
You
was 65.
I was just the bad side of everything. So we did a loading race, and I completely fucked it up because I didn't turn my keg to where I normally put it. So when you're running back for the keg,
for the next one,
the handle is as you're running towards it. And I went to do that, and I was like, "Where's the handle?" And I had a fucking meltdown.
Yeah, it just cost you.
And it cost me.
Yeah.
Massively, because if I'd have beaten him, because I'd beat him on the yoke, if I beat him on the loading, I reckon like the momentum started to come with me.
But for Bishop to be favourite, you
Yeah.
beat him by 11 points.
Yeah.
Graham, 11 points. It wasn't even close. Do you know what I mean? Right. So anyway, I want to ask you something now, because I think with that super yoke, if you go onto Wikipedia with the two bikes, it says.
I know it's coming.
Yeah. However, it was that super yoke.
It's either 420 or 450.
So this is the issue I've got, right? Because I've read and tried to get to the bottom of it, and I can't get to the bottom of it. But you stand.
The fastest time on that super yoke setup.
Yeah.
Is me.
Yeah, I know this.
By a full second.
It's a world record. Yeah, but I've got an issue.
Do you know why it's not a world record?
Go on.
Because my personal opinion is if it was a world record and they plugged it, it didn't look good for the person in the other lane.
Maybe you can say that because that's Eddie.
That's how I felt about it at the time. That's how I felt about it. I've fucking processed it and forgotten about it since.
With the yoke, mate, you could put. I could do a yoke now and say I've got a world record because I did it for 21 metres or I did it at 400, not 420. It's all but on Wikipedia and everywhere that you look, it says it was 450 that you did the two motorbikes 450, and you did it in. Let me just get this here. 8.61. Yeah. He was over 10. I mean, he scuffs the floor, doesn't he, as he goes over. But over 10 is a great time still.
That, at that time, was a rocky period in my life. I was training the yoke in my drive, and my drive was shaped like an L. Right. So I had to go 4 metres and then turn. Yeah. Let's say L. It may be like 30 degree.
So you had good stability,
But like I did it in the ice. In the snow.
We just talked about. I said you with the loading race on the medley. Yeah. I think that's one of your best events. I thought you was mint at it.
What fucked me up, mate, and I can hold my hand up, was when I decided to do powerlifting.
Yeah. We're going to get onto that in a minute. Let me just finish this section because I've got questions about
that.
But yeah, so I look on the internet and everything says that it was 450, blah blah blah. And then I dug a bit deeper and it says the world record over 20 metres at 450 is actually Mitchell Hooper with a slower time of 9.84. So I'm like, well, that's not right because I know you ran it. So I looked into it and apparently the world record place, Guinness went onto it, said that it was weighed for a world record and apparently it was only 420. It wasn't 450. Even so, at 420 it's a world record. It'll still stand as a world record. No one's beat it.
I think any time the motorbikes was in, I remember even Lawrence Charlet, who was fucking mint at yoke, I think his fastest time was only just under 10.
No, so I've not got that. That's not what I found out. He was good at yoke, but for the 450,
I couldn't even tell you what happened to me. It was just a freak moment. I did it.
I know what happened to you.
I did it.
If he hadn't been in that next lane next to him, it was someone else, I don't think you'd have gone as fast.
And it was like, I can go faster. Because he was ahead of me, wasn't he? He was like ahead of me.
But there's a point, I know in strongman...
And I just turned it up and I just carried on,
There's a point where you can only go so fast, because if you go any faster, there's a very good chance you're going to fall, you're going to trip. I've tripped over farmers before trying to go too fast. You know what I mean? My fucking body's gone faster than my legs can go, and you're going to fall. There's a fine line. Same with the medley running back.
There's a really, really common saying, and it's more true than anything, is if you don't use it, you lose it. Yeah. And it's happened to me so many times.
Yeah. Well, at that anyway, what I wanted to talk about, that's a world record at 420. No one's beat that, but no one fucking does it at 420. It's always, Super Yoke's normally 450 now, all the time. So, is it a good record? Yeah, fucking unreal. But if it had been 450, if it had been 450, Mitchell Hooper wouldn't have. There's no one else that I can find that's run a 450 sub 10. Lawrence, Tom, Evan Singleton, they're all looking around 12 seconds. And like I said, Lawrence is fucking mint at Yoke. That tells me how good you was on that day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember seeing the times, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 12 seconds. Because I was out last of Eddie. I was thinking, fuck. I was panicking. I was like, oh my God. Because I've been training in my drive, I actually wasn't that confident. But I think what actually helped me in my career, you know, and I'll even tell him if he sat here, Eddie helped me through my career.
100%. That's why, because he was in that lane.
And it always... I just remember, mate, stood there like, I fucking would love just to do him on this.
Yeah. And you did him. And then he turned his back and you why do you think he did that? I think he was fucked. You know, he likes to put it on a bit, doesn't it, after?
Eddie was very, very fierce. I mean, I've changed, mate. My opinions on people change all the time, and I start to think it's not always black and white. He's just a very competitive person. He'll admit it, don't like getting beat. But I just thought the handshake would have just been nice.
Sportsmanship.
Because it was a moment for me that I'll probably never recreate again. But the moment for me that I have a memory of, and there's video evidence, is him doing that to me.
Well, it's not classed as a 450, it's classed as a 420, but it's still a world record.
Yeah.
So we talked about your 170, that's been and gone, and now it's 190 for me under 105. So that is a world record that you still hold. Brian Shaw's got a world record as well for Super Yoke, 710 kilograms of 4 metres at 2017 Arnold's Classics, which I thought I'd mention because I read that and thought, wow.
So do you know the yoke at the Arnold's was what broke Zydrunas? He picked it up slightly wrong. It did something to his
a lot of weight in it,
to his nerve and his spine and his neck. Because it fucked his overhead up afterwards. Go on.
Another record which you can't really take away. First person to overhead press a log of 200 kilograms in the
training UK. And in a competition.
Yeah, in the UK, and then you did 211, didn't you, overhead, which was the British record with Eddie at the time. You shared that record. And then you went on to do 220 at Europe's 220, 2020. I remember Luke Stoltman doing 221. That took your British record, and then I know that it was only last year actually, I think. Let me just check. Jack Osborne
got 222.
Did do 222. So, where's your mind at now, like with over the pressing? Do you think you could beat that? Are you interested at 40 years old? Are you interested in...
Do you know what, mate? I am. But I've had an injury in my shoulder for 10 years.
I talked to us earlier about your injuries, and you always say, no, don't.
It's just something. I tore my bicep. You can see it. Probably see it there. You see it?
Yeah.
There. So when I had a scan on my shoulder, obviously there's only so many strands in that bicep into the shoulder. And it never bothered me because I always pressed over my head. I squatted with a bar. And I did axle press every week, actually. But when I had a break, whenever I've had a break, my shoulder gets fucking almost frozen. Yeah. And it's just life, unfortunately. I have to have breaks because of stuff that goes on in life. But when I come back, and then what's happened is I've got older, it's took fucking longer. I've been fighting with my shoulder for over a year now.
I think it was 228, Savickas had world record for a while. And then fucking Iron Bibber. 229, 230, 231. He's a bit fucking Beggy Mitchell, and I didn't do it. Please let me try again. You know what I mean? He's strong, innit?
Do you know
he's got strong shoulders?
Extremely. I actually think if he could just do the record in a gym, you'd see 240.
Yeah.
It's just the condition of a comp, the nerves. You see it in him. Just gets nervous.
So 220 is your PB.
Yeah.
Do you think you can ever beat that? Do you think it's past? You're at 40 now. I mean,
I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm
are
40.
are you fueled enough to want to do it? Do you care?
I am. Yeah, I am. That's why I'm doing this show next month, because
Do you think you train hard enough?
I train fucking too hard. I think.
You reckon?
Yeah, I train too hard.
You always look like you're plodding.
What do you do for recovery? Do you focus on recovery?
I have a hot tub. I go in my hot tub every night, but the problem I have is I don't sleep very well. There could be various amounts of reasons for that. I was addicted to sleeping tablets for 2 years. I was addicted to painkillers. I used to drink very, very heavily, just trying to get myself to sleep. Now I smoke a bit of weed every night.
Nothing wrong with it. I've got restless legs, mate. When I'm laying in bed, my legs won't fucking stop.
Yeah, but I've got this.
I'm honest, my legs are moving.
Do you know, like, if we were sat here now and I said, mate, can we have an hour and I'll just go have a lie down? I've got to sleep.
Yeah.
But I go at night, it's like,
You can't
right,
sleep.
I'm a fucking owl. I'm Batman. I'm like, right, now's the time to start waking up.
Mine's going.
I actually think I come up with any ideas or anything that I've ever thought of that's become good always came at night. You know, like, so sometimes like even writing programs and doing stuff on my own training, I do it at night because that's when I'm most alert.
Anyway, talking about world records, this one still stands, doesn't it, in the SCL, the Strongman Champions League. The the giant log, the big fucking over 10-foot massive thing.
206.
207.
7.
It was Christoph. You said was one of your fucking. His was 206.
So basically, at the time, he had the record, and obviously I idolised him, and I got invited, and I just really wanted to be here. Yeah. So I got here.
And you did.
7, yeah.
And you did.
Yeah. But it was
Still stands. Still a world record.
I don't even know if it fucking still exists, that log. That's probably why.
Well, talking about if it still exists, right, and holding a world record. What was this fucking Italian TV show, right, where you deadlifted a tower bell? Was it 5 fucking times?
Do you know, mate? When there's a check in front of you and you get a few grand for doing something, you don't question it. Yeah.
I went on that same Italian TV show to do one as well.
Milan. Yeah. So
in Milan.
So, do you know? Have you ever thought?
Did you hold one of the reps for ages before you did the next one?
Yeah.
Am I remembering that right?
Yeah,
Do you think you probably could have done
I'll
more?
go through it real quick. I'll try and be quick,
Yeah.
even though I can't. But Guinness records, I mean, a lot of them bullshit. Like,
Well, this one's bullshit because no one else is fucking trying it, are they?
Mate.
Do you know what I mean? But it's a world record.
they're just bullshit. And I got invited, and he said, right, it's going to be a partial deadlift. It's going to be a bell dangling. It's going to be it's just going to be like a deadlift. And I obviously got paid to go, and I'll get paid if I do the record. And I thought, well, it's only a 2-day trip. Off I go, you know. And you get there, they're setting it up, and then we had to test it. I tested it, and I thought it was fine. And then when I actually did the record, if you actually get to watch the video back, I'm deadlifting this bar, Rebecca. I think did I do 5? How many reps did I do?
5 reps.
5 reps.
But you held one for a good few
So I
seconds.
did 4, and I just shouted, "Do you want one more?" or something. I don't even think they could understand me because they're Italian. I'm half Italian, but don't speak it. And I did.
Well, this was a couple of years ago.
I did 5, put it down, and the fucking bar was like that.
Oh my god.
So I think if I'd have actually done more, you'd have seen something seriously bad happen.
Something like that happened, yeah.
But you know, like I just went with it. He's like, oh, it weighs whatever, and I mean, there was another guy that did it, Oscar.
Yeah.
And Oscar's a really good strongman actually, and he struggled. He got 1.
Yeah.
And this is why Guinness is a bit woolly and hard work to work with, because I did it, and the production woman said, "We're not putting it on TV."
It was on TV.
I said, "Why are you not putting it on TV?" Because the other guy only got 1. You made him look bad. I went, "I'm not being funny, and right now I'm one of the best deadlifters in the world, so most people will look like that." And they were on about redoing it and inviting me back. I said, "I'm not coming back." You almost feel a bit like I'm part of a circus where I do stuff like that. Like,
Yeah. Are you getting paid?
I'm getting paid.
Graham, so, strongman, who don't you like? Stop being nice, who don't you like?
I tell you what I fucking hate, Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Yeah.
Because at a time where I was coming on the scene, it was 2011, 2012, I saw him at Body Power. And I was, like I am, I was polite. I said, I'm really sorry, excuse me. I said, can I just get a picture with you, buddy? I said, big fan.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Really?
Told me to fuck off.
Oh my god.
Well, that's not nice, is it?
And I'll never forget it. Derek Poundstone.
Mm.
I hated him for a very long time.
Big American.
So my first Worlds, so you can imagine, I got on my first Worlds. It was absolutely surreal because I'd done a 105 comp in March. I'd never met Lawrence, Terry, never met anybody. And I did the British qualifier. I think it was like May time, due time. That was the first time I met Lawrence, Darren Sadler, Colin Bryce, Terry Owens. And I remember being a kid in a candy shop. Qualified for Worlds, went to Worlds, and I walked into the hotel. I was by myself, and I saw Derek Poundstone, Nick Best, and I think it was Louis Philippe John. I never say his name right. And they were stood in the foyer. Big breath. I was fucking nervous as fuck. Right, I'm going to say hiya because I was so excited to meet him, but nervous at the same time. And I went up, and Nick, fuck me, he was brilliant.
I like Nick Best.
Pleased to meet you. I've heard a lot about you. Shook my hand. Like welcome here. Hope you have a good time. Louis said something to me, but he was always a bit creepy. Turned to Derek, right? I kid you not. They stood there. They were all having a laugh. And I went, pleased to meet you, Derek. And he just looked at my hand, turned round, walked off. And I could not fucking believe it.
Why? Why do you think though? Why do you think he did that?
Well, I met Derek again. Bear in mind, I'd never met him. I never spoke to him again after that. I saw him in Southampton. It was one of Glenn Ross's shots. And he came over and apologised. He said, I was a dickhead.
Why was he a dickhead though?
He said there was a period in his life that he was just a dickhead. He said, relationships were bad. I fucked my relationships up. I fucked friendships up. Because I remember, because when I sat with him, I brought it up. I went, when I first met you, you did this to me. He was mortified. I said, and it stuck with me. I said, I never liked you. And I had a good laugh about it in the end. Because he just said, I never realised I had that impact on people. But I was in my own head. I thought I was special. I thought I was better than everybody.
At least he recognises it now.
Mate, honestly, the respect I got after the conversation was unreal. But if I hadn't had that conversation with him, I'd be sat here now telling you he was the biggest arsehole I'd ever met in my life.
Well, you had that conversation, so suppose he repented and rectified it.
Yeah, but weirdly, they were both of the same era. Derek and Mariusz. They were... Mariusz is top
strongman of that time. They'd probably seen you as a threat. Young ones coming up.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know how it works, but it was...
Do you remember, because we've got to move on swiftly, I want to get to Rebecca. This is for you as well, Rebecca. We talked about fetishes and, a guy asked you to give him some socks, sell him some worn socks, and you sent him some socks and he sent you some money, and then did he not ask you for a picture of your bum?
Oh, God. So, do you know, this is when I was doing 105 Strongmen, there was me, MST, Shane at the time, and we used to... In fact, a lot of my videos was on Shane's YouTube because I didn't even know how to use YouTube. But we used to just make training videos for a laugh, and we put them on. It's got a fucking few views. It was just a laugh. Yeah. I got this weird message, and it was this message. And the way it was worded, I took it wrong, but he says, Graham Hicks, how do I get to speak to Graham Hicks, blah, blah, blah. I says, I am Graham Hicks. He said, how do you feel about me buying some socks? And I remember reading it, and I thought, he's probably written this wrong. I said, look, mate, I'm not looking to get involved with socks.
Well, you did. You sold him the socks.
He wanted, and obviously the conversations went on for a while afterwards, and my missus at the time was really encouraging it because she thought it was funny.
Yeah, and also you're getting paid for it.
I really wanted a pair of, they were Nike Romelios, and they were like 200 quid, and I couldn't afford them.
So you told him 200 quid? Yeah?
250 actually.
Right. And he paid it?
But he says, like, he kept fucking asking me, like, you're going to wear these? Will you wear them more than once? Will you put them in a sealable bag?
I've had that.
Yeah. And I'm like,
so
no.
What? So you sent them, you did it, I know you did. What happened with the bum picture?
So my missus at the time, what she did, she took the socks, after I finished, instead of putting them in the wash, she put them in a fucking sealable bag. She sent him, because obviously he paid me, she sent him them, and then I got this other message a week later saying it was due today, so I booked the day off. It never came, so neither did I. So that was straight away, I was like, not again, not doing this again. It really weirded me. I was young.
So you didn't send him a picture of your bum?
And then he came back, how much for a picture of your ass? And I was like, 250 quid. And he fucking straight away sent it me, right?
Okay, no.
Did I fuck send him a picture of my ass? I just stopped replying. He's like, I'm going to report you to PayPal. I just replied.
Sounds like easy money to me.
But yeah, he just, and he was black man actually. It's always black men. Any weird stuff I've ever had, requests of, it's always been a black man.
I've had weird requests from white men and black men, all kinds of men. I had a guy ask me if I could break his arm for 500 quid once. Yeah.
Honestly, it's weird. There was a guy asking me to fly to America, and he literally wanted me. He was really specific in the way he described it. He wanted me to pick him up and throw him hard enough that it would hurt him, and he'd love it.
How much?
Mate, it didn't matter how much it was. I was like, I'm not flying to fucking America to some fucking creep's house who's asking me to do that. I might never come home again.
Weird.
But there's loads of this goes on. I'm sure Becca's had loads. I mean, I actually found that once I had a family, it stopped. And that was actually the beginning of my career, really. My main career. It stopped. I get asked very little of anything now. I just get more people just to show a body pic. Fuck off. You know what? You know, not even offering me money. Just want a body pic.
Graham, what happened
Danny.
at the airport? I heard you got arrested at the airport. Is that true?
Oh, fucking hell. You know about America?
Yeah.
Going back to steroids again. So, this was one of the last worlds I went to. So I'd been to worlds, obviously, multiple times. I've been to America loads. And when we travel, like you might know, or we know of, when we travel, we take drugs with us, obviously, because we take drugs. And I always took enough, and I always hid it around my suitcase like some fucking inspector. Like, I was trying to be really clever about it. And after so long, I thought, I never get asked, I never get searched, nothing bad's come of it. I've been here with 30 guys, however many times, I've never heard a bad story. So I got a bit fucking happy, and I got a lunchbox. And obviously, because I made my own stuff, I just a bit of test. Right, I chuck a few tests in, Halo or whatever. Well, I chuck some Halo in, load of needles, put it in a fucking lunchbox, didn't I? And I went, and I got fucking taken to the side, and I had I don't know what colour my shirt was, but within 5 minutes it was dripping. I'm not joking. I was stood there and there was a puddle appearing on the floor. My anxiety had gone through the roof. And even Terry and then a lot of other guys were like, "We'll see you when you see you," because it was America. They were.
Did you get in?
And I said to Terry, I told him what I had. I said, "Mate, I've got a lunchbox in there, and I think I'm in big trouble." He's like, "Why?" I went, "Because I didn't just take the 7 Halo I needed for 7 days. I put the whole fucking lot in." And the same with all the other stuff. I just thought I just shucked it in.
So what happened?
So this guy's going through my stuff, and he's asking me, "What you here for?" "World's strongest man." "Oh, okay. And he lucky for me, he was quite nice. But he was like, "Is there anything here that shouldn't be in here?" And I said, "Well, there's stuff in here that I need for the show." I said, "I don't know if I'm allowed it." I was playing dumb, really. Yeah. We got this fucking lunchbox out, mate. He lifted it up like that. And he was like, "Do you mean this?" And there's fucking needles in there and everything. And I'm like, I think I had a heart at the time. I was like, "Yeah, that's the one." And he's like, "I'm going to have to go and speak to my supervisor." He said, "I'll be back in a minute." And obviously I'm sat there, I'm like, that's me, I'm fucked. And he came back, he's like, I couldn't find him. He said, but while I was there, I looked you up on Instagram and I followed you, so make sure you accept it. I put it back in the bag and you can get off.
Fuck yeah, that was lucky, wasn't it?
Honest to fuck, I didn't travel with drugs again after that.
That was it.
I
can't believe you got away with that.
It was. If we're going to say to you, I've been lucky in my life, I'll take it for that. because that was a moment
That could have been bad.
where I needed luck. You know, and I'm sure there's loads of people that have done it. They've travelled with stuff, they've had it. But I just got a bit lazy. And I nearly ended up big trouble. Especially when you're sitting there, because I'm stood there, and I was stood there about half an hour waiting for this cunt to find his supervisor. And I'm on Google. It's like,
How many years?
I'm straight in jail here. I'm fucking straight in jail. I'm fucking messaging my missus saying I'm not coming home, I'm going to jail. I'm messaging Colin saying I'm going to jail. I can't compete. You know, like, I was like, this is me done.
But you got away with it.
And I got away with it. And I didn't even take it home. I fucking threw it all in bin. I took what I needed. And the rest of it went down the toilet. Yeah, it was a big eye opener. But sometimes that's what you need in life, you know.
Live and learn.
Live and learn. Well, let me carry on.
Got fucking loads of stuff here. It's supposed to be a 20-minute episode. You fucking can talk, you.
I told you I could talk.
Yeah.
The problem with me is I've got a long story. I never told it.
Yeah, it's fucking monotone as well. So, I'm going to start throwing stuff in there to make you look a cunt.
You don't need to make me look a cunt. I am a cunt.
Perk it up a bit, Hicksy.
But anyway,
I know it's stuff. So, I'll let you finish what you're saying.
I will tell you this.
Right, stop, wait,
I have no regrets.
Okay. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
We're going to have fun.
Right, go on then. This is my shit though. Right, go on then.